Here's the story that Michelle and I had a big conversation over, and we're like, what? It's about the total tab, the actual cost of the food being delivered by DoorDash or Uber Eats or whomever, and that drivers expect to be tipped on the value of the food. Here's the deal. New York Times had a story, and the headline, $388 in sushi, and the driver was ticked off because they only got a $20 tip. What?
Oh,
hold on.
Okay, all right.
So you're angry you got a $20 tip? Should that matter? I mean, listen, if you're in a restaurant and you're being served and the service is fantastic, then yeah, you tip 20%. But Uber Eats drivers or the Postmates or DoorDash, the drivers are now complaining when they don't get a tip that they think is commensurate to the total value of the food they're delivering? What the hell is the effort difference if you're dropping off a bag of $300 worth of sushi or you're dropping off a bag full of cheeseburgers?
Well, it's harder to carry.
Come on, give me a break. I'm in fear. Really? The entitlement.
You're mad about this?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm all ticked off about this. So, delivery drive. There's a whole story about the expectation. And they follow a driver. Saturday evening, Mr. Bush, delivery driver for Uber Eats, was waiting in an alley next to a dumpster in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood, a decidedly unpretentious spot in the middle between Wealthy Enclave. It's just up from Santa Monica, right on the Pacific Coast Highway, Pacific Palisades. So he just grabbed an order from a nearby high-end sushi restaurant, 3 separate deliveries giving him a chance for a hefty tip. The first delivery was to a 2-story house with a manicured lawn and a large magnolia tree. The second was handed to a teacher at a late-night music class in an office complex. The third was the big item. The reason Mr. Bush accepted this delivery, a bulging paper bag filled with $388 of sushi and miso soup. If he was lucky, if the customer was generous, Mr. Bush could hope for a $50 to $70 tip. What are you talking about?
70? What is he, drunk?
Hold on a minute. So wait, you're looking for 28? You're looking for 20% tip on delivering the $388 worth of sushi?
It's not like he had to make it.
That's the point. What am I missing here? So then he was ticked off that he only got like a $20 tip. And, I thought this was going to be a big score. And what is happening? You should be tipped on no, if you're in a restaurant and you're being served and the food is great, the service is great, everything's great, you tip a nice 20% on the check. But the Uber Eats or the DoorDash driver expecting to get a huge percentage tip based there's no effort difference whether you're delivering some Thai food, whether you're delivering some pad Thai and some nam sad or some pho, right? Is that how you say it? Pho.
You're on your own on that one.
Are you going to finish that sentence?
No, I'm not.
You got something to say?
They're saying half words
Or
here?
you're delivering some chicken wings. What is the difference of dropping off a bag of chicken wings and a bag of sushi? All right, I want to go to phones on this. I can see we already have delivery drivers.
Yeah, the only person you're pissing off right now are the drivers,
Yeah.
it looks like, MJ.
Am I going to get
This
all
is going
kinds
to
of...
affect your Uber score and your...
Now, I've never ordered food, and I never will. I've never ordered Uber Eats. I've never ordered DoorDash. I just don't have food delivered to the house.
I never have. Is Uber Eats on the Uber app? I don't see it on there. Or is Uber Eats separate from Uber?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Anyway. And listen, I'm getting fed up with Uber because, it tells me 3-4 minutes for the car. I lock it in, and then suddenly it jumps to 15 or 17 minutes. And then the drivers cancel.
You don't
and
tip
this.
enough.
Anyway, get out of here.
That's
All
right.
right, so I want to go to phones on this. Am I wrong? I see we already have drivers lined up. I haven't even given out the phone number. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Really? a $388 sushi delivery, and the driver expects 20%? Expects, a $70 plus tip? Come on.
That seems high.
I want to hear from customers. I'd love to hear from drivers. Let's see if the drivers are all ticked at me. 800-990-1047. I saw the story and I was like, I was angry. I was viscerally angry. And same with Michelle. Both of us were like in agreement, and we had seen this story separately. And we're like, I got to show you the story about this. And then she finished my sentence. I just read it. All right, hang on. Let's go to phones. First, let's talk to drivers. Wendy is in Zephyr Hills. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, I used to deliver for both this company called Shipt, which was the food service delivery.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And DoorDash. And with DoorDash, you should never expect a big tip. You're barely going to get any kind of tip in most cases with DoorDash. When you sign up for that thing, you should never expect a tip. And as I was saying when I first called in, I drove for the company Shipt. I used to do grocery deliveries. I picked up an order in Spring Hill, and the person had accidentally not told them they lived in Apollo Beach.
Oh, what?
I delivered an order from Spring Hill from up north Spring Hill to Apollo Beach.
Are you kidding me? That's like an hour and 20 minutes or something.
75 miles or so, right?
And when I called the lady, I told her, I said, hey, I'm not going to make it on time. This is where your order came in. This is where it's going. She goes,
your food is going to be moldy by the time I get there. It's going to be growing green spores.
Yeah. Well, here's the awesome thing. When I explained it to her, she felt so bad, she went back in and changed her tip for me.
Oh, wow. And what did she tip you for driving 140 miles round trip?
$60. And then when I got down there, her brother gave me another $30 in cash.
My God, $190. Right. And what food did you deliver? What was it?
A car full of groceries.
Oh, so it was
I had like 6 bags of groceries.
Who the hell is ordering from a supermarket in Spring Hill to be delivered in Apollo Beach?
They must have put the wrong zip code
that's
or something.
Crazy. Wendy, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Scott is in Tampa. Scott's a driver. Hey, Scott, welcome.
Hey, so you expect me to get in my car that I pay insurance on, pay the gas, drive to the restaurant, pick up your food, drive it to your house, and hand it to you for a small tip, but a waitress or waiter who walks 20 feet to the kitchen, you'll give them 20%, but not me.
Whoa.
It's okay.
Listen, Scott.
Yeah, actually,
listen, I hear your argument, dude, but listen, I'm going to tip you, $5-6 or something. I just don't. So you think you should, for a $388 sushi order, the driver should get a $70 plus tip?
I think if you would give it to a waiter, you should give it to me, who's doing 10 times the work that they are.
Then a waiter? They're running like 7 tables at once.
Yeah, it's more face to face. It's more personal contact.
Apples and oranges, sir.
Throughout. Yeah, it is throughout the entire meal. The waiter's taking your order. The waiter is serving you. The waiter is filling your water glass. I see it. It's a whole different level of service, Scott. I'm sorry.
It's a much lower level of service.
Scott, what's your average percentage on tips?
Honestly, I'll probably get like $5 a tip per delivery.
Yeah, see, that's what I think is fair. I mean, you drop off some
We all drive every day, just like you, sir.
You drop off some chicken wings or a burger and fries from Shake Shack or whatever. That's some tacos or it's a $5 tip.
You realize I'm getting $2 besides whatever you tip.
All right, so you get $2 additional, so you ended up with $7. And what is it going to? It takes you 15 minutes to do the whole damn thing? I mean, it's pretty good.
We're only 15, but usually it's a half hour.
All right,
you need to listen to the radio when you're working.
All right, let me ask you a question, Scott. This is a fair question.
Okay.
I have a check. The total bill for my food delivery is $15.50. What tip do you expect from me when you knock on my door?
Well, look, you want this high-class service of having food delivered to your door.
Scott, listen, you've made the argument. I just want to know a number at this point. So you drop off 20, let's say 20, we'll round it up. You drop off $20 worth of delivered food. What tip are you expecting from me?
I'm expecting at least $5.
Well, I just said, so I've been giving you $5.
Right. But what for a pack of gum?
What about it? Then what's your tip?
You got to be real lazy to order a pack of gum.
But answer your own question.
You expect still at least $5.
$5 on a $1 pack of gum?
All right, so $100 box of steaks.
What if I deliver 20 pizzas?
So booming party.
So what? Yeah, really. What kind of tip would you expect on 20 pizzas?
I would expect 20%, 15 to 20%.
So 20 pizzas at $20 a pie.
So it's $400 for pizza.
No, not $20 a pie, 20%.
No.
We're
Trying to make it
here.
easy,
But
buddy.
a pizza's about $20 a pie these days.
Yeah, a nice pizza's $20.
Oh, okay.
So 20% of $400, dude. You want an $80 tip?
Yeah, I mean, that's like a catering order.
All right, Scott. We're not going to see.
Caterers make the food.
We're not going to see eye to eye on this, Scott. But I do appreciate you listening.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks a lot.
And we're not going to give you a tip for this call, by the way, Scott.
Scott is weird.
He wants
No,
$20 for.
He has his argument. He's on his side of the argument. I mean,
He's saying he works harder than a person working as a server in a restaurant for 8
works
hours?
differently. He's providing a high-end service to deliver
He gets
food.
AC blown in his face. He gets to listen to Spotify. I mean, he gets to pick at the food if he wants.
He's picking off your French.
20%.
Picking off your French fries while he's driving to your house.
The elitist.
He wants $20 for just calling into the show, right?
I thought there were 12
All right,
wings.
all right.
That's my tip.
There's 11.
Told you the phones have blown up on this. Carlos is in Tampa. Hey, Carlos.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What are your thoughts here?
I think that, the tips, it should be just basic tips for drivers. I mean, the other guy sounds like a whiny little baby, but, he gotta work both sides of the coin here. If you've never been a waiter, you're dealing with all kinds of variables, man. You got happy customers, angry customers. You're driving. I did it before, too. I did both sides. So it's fair that, you get a regular tip for dropping something off. You pick it up. You're not dealing with somebody.
You drop off $400 in pizzas. Do you expect an $80 tip?
I don't expect $80, maybe $10 at the very most, something like that. Maybe.
You know what?
10 would work.
Yeah, listen, you deliver 20 pizzas to my house, I'll probably tip you $10. Absolutely. Hey, Carlos, thanks for the call. Troy is in Land O'Lakes. Hey, Troy, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ, how you doing?
Doing well.
Lester, this is your nerd friend.
I have a lot of nerd friends, Troy. You have to really round that down.
Well, anyways, sorry about that. Hey, yeah, I've been doing Uber on the side for about 5 years, and about 14 years ago, I did Domino's for a little bit. I don't agree with that driver complaining about that tip. I do think that delivery should be based on the length, the distance from your home, and the amount. For me, somewhere between $5 would be great. On the other end, there's so many people who don't tip anything, and you end up getting just $2 or $3 for the ride, and every single thing is going to take at least 30 minutes. So that's kind of my end of it.
Well, listen, I don't order any food to the house because, frankly, I'll go get it if I want it. And I don't want the awkward interaction. So there we go.
All right. Thanks for coming.
That's pretty much, I don't want the awkward interaction. Hey, Troy, thanks for the call. Jessica is in Tampa. Hey, Jessica, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. So I DoorDash, and I am a single mother, and I have to say that it's been so incredible for me to be able to work while my son's in school. So I appreciate any tip I can get. What pisses me off is when I don't get a tip, and that drives me nuts.
Yeah, listen, I would never non-tip, but I'm not tipping 20% on a $388 sushi order to have it delivered to my house.
Not. I skip away from someone's house if they tip me more than $2, I got to say.
There you go. Look at that.
20% is a bit outrageous, I'd say.
Very appreciative.
It would have to be that I, serve them their food after I deliver it, that I would expect something like that.
I put a bib on them, and I spoon feed them.
Right, exactly. Chew it first and then spit it out.
Okay, here comes the choo-choo. All right, thank you. All right, Jessica, thanks for the call. Kayleen is in Riverview, a delivery customer. Hey, Kayleen, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, MJ. So it's not very often, but I actually agree with you on this one.
Hold on. It's not very often that you agree with me?
I'm just kidding. I mean, there's a lot that I don't agree with, but this time I
But you do listen every morning, right?
correct.
Well, that's fantastic.
So I'm a customer. I just want to say that the crybaby that wants $80 for pizza is a joke. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
However, as a customer, I don't tip based off percentage. So, like, say the delivery driver gets stuck in the drive-thru and they're there for an extra half hour. I give them an extra tip because that's like their time that they could be getting more money working elsewhere. So I do increase the tip for that. And then also, I'm a supervisor, so if I order something for my team and it's like a lot of pizza or what have you, obviously it takes them a lot of work to carry all of that. And so I take that in consideration with the tip. So I'll increase it based off the amount.
Excellent. Kayleen, can I ask you the last thing that you disagreed with me on?
Oh, man.
What about all of us saying that everyone is going overboard with all this Taylor Swift coddling?
No, I agree with that.
Well, look, you agree with...
She agrees with that, yeah.
Look at that. All right, hey, Kayleen, call me back when you think of something that you disagree with, okay?
All right, thanks.
Have a great day. Appreciate it.
Bye, Kayleen.
Bria is in Newport Richie. I told you the phones were going to blow up on this. If you're just tuning in, a story about the food delivery drivers expecting like a 20% tip. And one of the stories was out in L.A., the DoorDash or Uber Eats guy delivers $388 worth of sushi and thought they were going to get like a $70 tip, like almost a 20% tip for like handing over a paper bag. Could be a waffle in there. What's the difference? All right, let me grab Bria. Hey, Bria, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Bria. Go ahead.
So actually, my name is Maria. I don't think you heard it right.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Andrew put Bria on the screen, but go ahead, Maria. You're up. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was a former server at a restaurant. I worked in the restaurant for 2 years, so I saw how it worked for the most part. And they would be really long shifts serving, and you would get happy customers and angry customers, like that other guy said. And, like I would have to refill people's wine. I would have to bring them their food. They didn't like it. I would have to bring it back to the kitchen. And I had like 5 tables at the same time.
Right. So working in a restaurant as a server is a whole different ball game.
No, it's way different. I mean, people are asking for condiments. I have to run back and forth from the
Yeah, listen, I'm in full agreement. You working as a server in a restaurant is much more involved and taxing than the driver who's just dropping off a paper bag.
No, yeah, I agree. But I had to say that because I think it's way different. Like, I had to, do all that labor. And, I get, they take their time doing it. So I get that part. Like, you're taking your time to bring food to somebody else. But I definitely don't think it's the same. I don't think it's the same.
Maria, thanks for the call. Listen,
It's
we're in
Maria.
Maria, I'm sorry, Murray. It still says Bria on my thing. Maria, thank you very much. We're in full agreement. Adam is a former delivery driver in Tampa. Hey, Adam, go ahead.
Hey, what's happening, guys? Yes, I mean, I'm not going to pile on the server thing. I was the server while in college, and I mean, it's beyond debate that serving 5 tables and doing all the work is far different than being a delivery driver. While in college as well, I've delivered everything from, high-end appliances to mattresses out in Vegas and, upwards of sometimes $4,000 worth of stuff. You don't expect a tip on that. I know it's different in regards to...
You drop off a mattress to my house, you bring it in, you set it up. I'm going to give you a $20 bill. You happy with that?
Oh, I'd be ecstatic, but that's the thing. More often than not, people don't tip even when you do all that. You ever try, that's the thing. These guys ever try and put together, let's say, a bunk bed for kids? I mean, it takes you sometimes 3 hours in the place.
Yeah, I tip you more than, like a Pottery Barn bunk bed.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though. We don't even expect a tip, and sometimes you get one, but more often than not, you don't. It's just,
Damn, I'm missing a bolt.
But anyways, that's all I really got.
Adam, listen, you got plenty, buddy. Thank you for calling. Rodney's in Tampa. Rodney, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm probably going to really upset a lot of people. I don't think they deserve anything other than what they're doing. They get a pay out of that. Domino's now charges almost $6 to deliver, and they don't even get the order right. I'm sorry. If they want to come for a tip, they got to come with a better game. That moron you talked to is a moron. Okay, that guy Scott is a moron. He thinks he's better than a server. That boy needs to wake up and smell some coffee because them servers work their tails off for the little bit of money that they earn. You get in your car, pick something up, drive it to a destination, and drop it off and expect a big tip. Boy, I'd slap the spit out his mouth if he ever came to my house. I'll tell you now, I'm upset with that dude, man. I'm telling you now, I have to agree with you on this. I don't agree with you on a lot of stuff, but I have to agree with you on this.
Well, Rodney.
He's a moron, right, Rodney?
Rodney, the guy has to put gas in his car. The guy needs his own insurance. The guy wear and tear on the vehicle. I mean, there's other expenses.
I'm not tipping 20% on a guy that drops off my food at the house. Rodney, thanks for the call. All right, 3 more, and I got to move on to something else. But I told you the phones were going to blow up on these expectations. It's like, these entitled delivery drivers that think that they drop off food and they're entitled to massive tips, like they're a server at a restaurant. Brianne is in Lakeland. Hey, Brianne, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi, good morning.
Hey.
So maybe I'm naive here, but I just have a question because when I used to work in the server industry, we got when I first started off, it was $2.13 an hour, and we got tips.
Yep.
Don't they get paid an hourly pay, like more than a server pay? The drivers?
I don't know how that
I
works.
think they're 1099 employees. They might get a piece of the total order. But Scott made it sound like it was only a couple of bucks.
Yeah, a lot of times there is a delivery fee and then the tip on top of the fee. So, good question, Brianne. Thanks. Let's grab Justin is in Canton, Georgia. Hey, Justin, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, I just wanted to add in my input. I'm former Papa John's delivery driver, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. I've delivered a 50-piece order and gotten $30. But my wife, who used to be in the food and the server, she worked a hell of a lot. Sorry, excuse my language.
That's all right.
A lot harder
Yep.
than I did at Papa John's as a delivery driver. So, and they deserve a lot more money than. I mean, I get it. I used to work for tips, but servers at restaurants is a lot more difficult than at a delivery.
So when you were a delivery driver delivering pizzas, how many times did you race into the driveway, skid, and smash into that bronze statue and knock it over?
I actually haven't done that, but Papa John's now has car toppers that have GPSs that track the speed of the driver.
Yeah, that was a Home Alone joke. Hey, Justin, thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
See you, buddy.
Thanks for listening. I guess he's listening on the app up in Canton, Georgia. All right, one more call. Mandy is in Spring Hill. Hey, Mandy.
Hi.
Hey there. Go ahead.
I am a server at a restaurant, and I work day shift. And on the bar, when I'm working the bar during the day, I have to stop when the computer is ringing at me that DoorDash is putting in an order, stop what I'm doing with all my customers, put in the DoorDash order. Then when it comes up in the kitchen, I have to check every box to make sure it's correct, bag it up. And then when the DoorDash comes, they pull in our curbside, and they have the audacity to think that I should run it out to curbside.
Wow.
And they aren't tipping me.
So you're doing more work. So hold on. You're doing more work prepping the DoorDash order than the DoorDash dude or dudette is doing by even taking it to the house.
Yes. I have to physically put the order in.
I know. I got it. You don't have to go through. You don't have to go. You don't have to do the
Tell
list
us again, ma'am.
No, we got the whole thing.
Say it again, only slower.
No, we got the whole thing. Mandy, listen, I appreciate you phoning in.
Thanks, Mandy.
All right, thank you.
Well, there you go. Listen, I told you the phones were going to explode because I'm sorry. I think it's entitled. I think it's.
Oh wow, that first guy was definitely entitled.
Pretentious. I'm sorry. You order $388 worth of sushi. You should not get a 20% delivery tip to drop off a couple of brown paper bags.
Dude, all this food talk's got me hungry, man. I wish Scott would drop off 20 pizzas right about now.
Yeah.
It's hard to push this gas pedal all that time.
Drive a car.